Hi everybody, Lori here. Thank you so much for joining me today. I've got a couple of very simple but they're colorful cards to share with you, and they are featuring the delicious new Tim Holtz Distress Oxide ink spray colors. And I've got this little organizer tin here with the new colors in it, and they are just a feast for the eyes. I feel so organized with them in this tin, even though my organizational skills are poor, to put it best. But so I have a panel of Tim Holtz watercolor cardstock, which I did notice gives you much more vibrant results with these colors. And I masked off a simple angle. The first color I sprayed was Candied Apple. It's a great red. And then I'm going to mask the top and the bottom off of another angle. They're kind of overlapping. I'm not trying to make it straight. This color is worn lipstick. So I really want these colors to overlap, and you see that when I lift up the top, you can see how the worn lipstick overlapped with the Candied Apple. That's the magic. Now I'm going to mask off another area and spray. This is Rusty Hinge, which is kind of a great orange. It does work best if you let it dry in between each spray. It'll give you the cleanest, crispest results. Sometimes I didn't wait because I didn't have the patience. A heat gun would be great for a job like this, which I don't have right now. I don't know if you know, but I recently moved to Germany and I ordered a new heat gun for the, the different plug-in and it's different wattage here. It hasn't come yet, so I'm going through my heat gun withdrawal. I haven't been able to emboss on any of my cards or do any emboss resisting. I like to always emboss a sentiment, and I'm struggling. So I would take this panel and step outside and kind of fan it. But sometimes I didn't have the patience and I would just do it wet. And it didn't turn out as well when I would do a wet spray onto a already wet. It would bleed. You can see here how it's bleeding. That's okay. I'm going to try another panel, and instead of starting with red this time, I'm going to start with yellow. If like I always do rainbows, I can't not do it, but sometimes you got to shake up the rainbow. Instead of starting with red, start with yellow. Work your way through. So then, what is this called? This color is called Crushed Olive, which is beautiful after the mustard seed. So I try to let that dry, and then I mask off another. Now I'm moving on to some newspaper here because I'm running out of masks. You need a nice dry mask. So if you don't want to go through a ton of paper, pull out some newspaper or magazine and use that. If you can see here, this newspaper magazine is German. Yeah, everything is interesting around here. Been learning a lot about the, it's all euros. I'm probably not saying that right. It's actually, I can't even say euro how a German says it. Some of the words they say, I don't know if I'll ever actually be able to pronounce them correctly. They make sounds with their mouth that I'm not sure I can make. It's like earhole. And I say euro. Anywho, I like the second one better. It turned out more vibrant with that Candied Apple and worn lipstick down on the bottom. Now I'm using this Kathy Zielske You Got This stamp set, which I went ahead and stamped the sentiment, die cut them out. The first one I'm just simply popping on a white card base and popping on this sentiment. I'm not even going to add any embellishments because I just want the spray to take center stage. And then for the other panel, I took one of the rounded rectangle dies and made a little window opening in that just to shake up the design. And these two cards are finished. No embellishments needed. So if you're ever wondering with these gorgeous new Distress Oxides, what do I do? Hey, try a little masking technique for a background. It's really simple. It gives great results in that overlap. That's where the magic is. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for joining me today. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time.